So 'tis the season for showcases to pop up, where we have companies that do showcases to show off their games and upcoming games. Of course, we're all waiting for a Nintendo Direct because, I mean, Nintendo just marches to the beat of their own drum, but we've gotten a couple presentations both yesterday and today that I feel like there's a few things worth talking about. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, hit the bell notification, whatever. And without any further ado, let's talk about what's going on in the world of video games, and we're going to start things off with actually the Nintendo Switch story. I usually keep it to the end, but I have a lot of things to say about the Sonic Central presentation, so we'll save that till the end. But Limited Run Games had a presentation yesterday, and I've definitely sort of soured on them. They're very nice individuals. Josh and Doug are very nice individuals, but I feel like the vision of the company has just gotten very askew. There was actually a few things that I did think were pretty interesting, but maybe not in a positive, interesting manner. D coming back, like, that was pretty cool. That was a 3DO game, and it was a game that I always wanted to play. There was D, there was D2, and there was Enemy Zero, which kind of took place within the D universe. There was all those warp games from back in the day, cinematic sort of games where they were basically done with puzzles and stuff like that, very horror orientated. But they're re-releasing D for the 3DO and PC. Why is Glover getting a new N64 cartridge? It's not very expensive to pick up a copy of Glover right now, so it's kind of like, well, what's the point of these? Bill and Ted? The Bill and Ted game from the NES and the Game Boy? You thought this was a good idea, to charge money for two games that suck ass. I've never played the Game Boy Bill and Ted game, but I'm pretty sure that the game sucks ass. I know for a fact that the NES game one does, but it's like they're just making games to make games just because they can. All because you can doesn't mean you should. Not every game needs a re-release, you know, and if you're doing a re-release of a game, at least make it a good game and put it on a modern platform. Bill and Ted has no reason to exist on modern platforms, okay? D should be on modern platforms. Glover probably should be on modern platforms, but a lot of weird stuff. But there was one cool announcement that I might have to bite the bullet on, and that is a canceled physical version of a Nintendo Switch game actually getting revived. Yeah, that was Spawnwave's title, whatever, but coming now to the Nintendo Switch, and that is Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal was, of course, supposed to come along right side with the other versions of the game, ended up getting quite delayed for the Nintendo Switch version of the game. It still ended up coming out really good, but of course it was a digital only version of the game. Limited Run is now doing a physical version of that game. That was their big sort of end announcement, and I think that's pretty cool. You know, that is what Limited Run should be about, you know, making games that deserve a physical version, have a physical version, or a physical version was thought about, and now it is being brought back to the platform that it was supposed to come out on. Re-releasing old games for old systems, I don't understand that. I know Retrobit does it too, and like at first it was kind of cool, but now it's just like an oversaturation. So, you know, overall it was a Limited Run presentation. There was some cool stuff in there, but I just sort of soured on, you know, waiting months and months and sometimes years for physical versions of these games to come out. I would rather just buy it from a brick and mortar store. A lot of times Best Buy ends up picking these up, but not a bad overall presentation. Doom Eternal coming back in a physical version for the Switch is very cool. I'm very interested to see, though, what size is that cartridge? Because that was a very meaty game on the Nintendo Switch. So what is actually going to be on that cartridge? Is the entire game on the cartridge? Because once again, that's kind of what Limited Run Games is known for. And if so, what size? Is that going to be a 32 gig? Like, I don't know. I don't know. We will find out, though. But very interesting stuff. Overall, a decent presentation, but Bill and Ted can go to hell. That game sucks. And finally, yesterday we had a Sonic Central that was announced today. And obviously there's been a lot of talk about our little blue friend lately because, well, Sonic Frontiers, it's kind of been a bit of a mixed bag. Let's just say that. Initially, we got like a little 30-second teaser that showed all the different elements all in one, like a normal trailer would have, with like combat, traversal and stuff. It looked pretty cool. IGN is doing this thing where they're like showcasing off different portions of the game, like traversal and the world and the enemies in the world, and they're doing it all piece by piece with these long trailers, and it ends up becoming very boring because you still don't know what the hell is going on with this game. There's no context to any of this. If you had a context and you mishmashed, you know, the different elements of the game into a proper trailer, I think people would be a lot more interested. But now you have a lot of people that are very hesitant on Sonic Frontiers because of the fact that it looks just like, you know, it's not ready. You know, it needs more time in the oven. It needs more time to cook, but we're quickly coming up to the point of release date for this game. It does seem like they're trying to do a 2022 release. And if that's the case, they need to up their trailer game a little bit. But Sonic Central was announced for today. So here they're going to fix everything, right? They're going to have a nice trailer. They're going to have some cool Sonic stuff, maybe some surprise announcements, Sonic Mania 2, a new Sonic collection consisting of other games, and we got a big piece of shit. That's pretty much what we got. And the crazy thing is, to me, I want to show you guys this. Hold on 1 second here. I'm doing this on the fly. The crazy thing is, to me, this is the presentation. It only has 2,000 dislikes. And there's people that are like, this is awesome, the most exciting part. I don't care. This is honestly really good, straight to the point presentation. Did we watch the same presentation? Did we watch the same thing? Because what I saw was a 13-minute presentation that was essentially marketing for like stuff that doesn't really have to do with video games. We got to look at Sonic Origins. Okay, we're all pretty much sold on Sonic Origins. I think we all understand that the game is probably going to have remixed music on Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I might have to pin him to the cross for that, but whatever. Okay, we're sold on it. We know that there's extra stuff in the game. We know that it looks really cool. And then everything beyond Sonic Origins was just like, why? Why? Ooh, a new Sonic cartoon. Okay. Oh, we're going to talk a little bit about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Okay. Sonic's hitting up Roblox. There's going to be some Roblox stuff in Sonic. All right. Fall Guys. Sonic and Knuckles are coming to Fall Guys. Okay. You know, that's something. But you know what? They're going to have to show off Sonic Frontiers. They've been hearing all the negative backlash. They've been hearing people that are very down on this game. And then there's a few people like me that are saying, hey, you know what? Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe everything will be all right with this game. I'm sure Sega does not want the game to fail. This is obviously a game that they want to succeed. So maybe, just maybe, they'll give us a nice trailer. They'll give us some backstory information. They'll give us some information as to what is happening, why Sonic is here, why the world is why it is. What are these enemy types? What are these different combat types? What other areas will there be beyond the grass level? And they showed like 30 seconds of the game. Showed kind of a boss fight, looked kind of interesting, and then they showed a little bit more of what we've seen, and that was it. That was it. Now, that's how the presentation ended, by the way. There was also some merchandise, some clothing, some Sonic clothing that you could check out. What the? This is my problem. Not everything needs a presentation, okay? And when you sit there and you announce something, and you say, we're doing a big Sonic Central presentation. Whenever any of these companies do something like that, and they say that there's going to be a big presentation, you automatically have expectations aligned with this. If you stealth drop it, be like, hey, here's some updates going on with some Sonic stuff. That's a little bit different than making people huddle around. Oh shit, it's 12 o'clock. There's going to be the big Sonic presentation. They're going to do some crazy stuff. It's going to be awesome. And then nothing happens. Literally nothing happens. And it's not everything needs a presentation, video game companies. I don't understand why you do this, because all you end up doing is you make people mad. And more importantly than just making people mad, because, you know, whatever, that being mad about something is very subjective. What you end up doing is you enable distrust between your consumer base and you, because now whenever people see, oh, well, so-and-so, this company's doing a presentation, nobody gets excited for it. Nobody really cares, because you've made so many shitty presentations in the past that just fall flat, and you're ruining your consumer base, and you're like, oh my God, it's just, I'm not even mad. I'm just frustrated. It's a frustrating thing to see, because you have your marquee game, Sonic Frontiers, which I am one of the few people who have been, you know, championing for this game, saying, hey, you know what? Maybe this game will be okay. Maybe this game will end up being a good Sonic game. You know, there's lots of interesting elements. We just need to see them blended together. We need to know what's happening and why it's happening and things of that nature. And this was a perfect place to do it. All eyes were on you. All eyes were on the Sonic Central presentation taking place today. And you completely dropped the ball. You completely dropped the ball to make people excited for Sonic Frontiers, which out of everything that you showed today, is going to be your moneymaker, is going to be something that will keep your company relevant and keep your company prominent in the video game landscape when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog. You could throw Sonic into any other game that exists and like, that's cool, but the novelty of that has worn off. That's like trying to rely on the novelty of Sonic being on a Nintendo platform. That ship has sailed 20 plus years ago. You have to, oh God, it's just, I need this. Nicotine is bad, kids. You have to do something to make people happy, your core fan base. And if the core fan base isn't getting what they want out of the games, then you're not doing a good job of hyping people up to get excited about your new Sonic the Hedgehog game. So now I have doubt. Now I have doubt about Sonic Frontiers, because it's like, you've had so many opportunities to show off this game in a positive manner, and every time so far, besides the initial 30-second trailer, you've just dropped the ball with it. You haven't shown a complete game. You haven't given me a reason to be super excited about this game. And I mean, there's still time, but this was the time to do it. This was all eyes on you. You know, everyone was paying attention to this. And man, I don't know, maybe I'm being too hard on it. Obviously, lots of kids on the Sonic the Hedgehog official YouTube channel thought that was the tits. They thought that was the big milky jug. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think about it. Alrighty, so that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to give me your feedback in the comment section down below. Was Sonic Presents awesome? And I'm just an old man who doesn't know what he's talking about. And limited run games reviving Doom Eternal for the Nintendo Switch. Very cool move, but what about those other announcements? Glover, Bill and Ted, D only for the 3DO? That's... And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. First time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share, all that YouTube good stuff. And as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.